Good morning. We're going to do a chapter 5 test review 1. I have a meeting this morning, so you guys are going to work through it and then you do the other side. So the first part of your test is going to be a triangle, okay? And so they want you to find a segment that is parallel to the one given. Okay, so parallel means that it's two lines that are never going to intersect, okay? So it might be shorter and it should be something, and so on all of these, they're gonna be somewhat similar. So XZ, you need to find it. So XZ goes to here. And so we need something that's gonna be parallel, and it's always gonna be directly above or below. And so the segment that is gonna be parallel is gonna be right here. Okay, and you can see that those are both going in the same direction and they're never going to touch. And so you're gonna have MN for your segment, okay? And so the next one, 3, you got NP. Okay, well here's NP. And so we need another line that's gonna be going up and down. However, it's always gotta be longer. So like you can see that MG is also parallel, but that's not the segment that we're looking for. It should always be bigger or smaller, half the size. And so this one is gonna be HG, segment HG. Okay, and if you need to stop, if I'm going too fast, then no, pause it, something. Okay, so RT. Okay, well RT is here and it's 11. Okay, and midpoint means half. Okay, so if this is 11, what is the, well no, RT is not 11. So they want you to find RT. So RT is right here. And so this 11 goes to this XY. Okay, and so if that's 11, what does the bigger one have to be? Well, if you're looking for the bigger one, it's kind of just doubled or multiplied by 2. You can see that this is about half of this segment here. And so 11 times 2, RT then would be 22. Okay, if the small one's 11, the big one has to be 22. Okay, BC. So our big one is 12. And if our little one is half that size, what does the little one have to be? Okay, well, if the big one is 12 for the whole one, that means that the little one has to be 6. And you can see it about half the size of that. So the little one, BC or CB, is going to be 6. Okay. The next section on here is the same except for there's variables. And for those of you guys that are kind of new to me, this was going to take you a minute, and we're going to do this plenty of times before our test. So we know that the big one is equal to 2 times the small one. So it's going to be 2 times the small, whatever it is going to equal the big. Okay, so our small one is right here, and you can see that. So 2 times the small, which is x minus 3, should equal whatever the big one is. And this is our big one, x plus 3. Okay, and so the first thing that you're going to need to do is distribute. So 2 times x is going to give you 2x. 2 times negative 3 is going to be negative 6. And over here we haven't changed anything, so we got x plus 3. Okay, and on these ones, it just wants you to solve for x. So we need to move all the letters to the left side and the numbers to the right side. Okay, and so this is a letter. 2x is a letter. Okay, it has something with a letter. But 6 is a number, so we're going to move that. So we say plus 6. And when you think, well, what does it go under? Does it go under the x or does it go under the 3? Okay, well, 3 is just a number, so it's going to go under the numbers. Okay, and then what else needs moved? Well, the single x. So you're going to say minus x minus x. Okay, and so these ones are going to cross off. So 2x minus x is just going to be 1x equals, and now over here I got 3 plus 6, which is going to be 9. Okay, and your last step is always going to be to divide at the end. So divide by 1. So you're going to have x equals 9 divided by 1 is 1. Okay, and so we've solved for x. Okay, and I realize it's just me in here, so if you're not done writing, pause it. Okay, this one is the same, so it's going to be 2 times the small equals the big. So 2 times the small should equal the big. Okay, so we have 2, and our small one, you can see, is right here. It's 2x minus 7 equals the big one is going to be 2x minus 2. Okay, and so our first step is going to be to distribute. So 2 times 2x is going to give you 4x. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14 equals, and this side is going to stay the same. Okay, and so we know that our letters need to go on the left, our numbers need to go on the right. So 4x is a letter, so it's going to stay. So we're going to move the 14. Okay, and what else needs moved? You should have a big X on both sides of that equal sign. Okay, well, this 2x needs moved. So you're going to say minus 2x, minus 2x. Okay, so 4 minus 2x is going to be 2x. And then negative 2 plus 14 is going to be 12. Okay, so we got 2x equals 12. And our last step, okay, is always to divide at the end. So you got x equals 6. Okay, the next page is the same, except for they want you to actually find the segment. Before we were just solving for x. Okay, this one says go a step further and actually find JL. And so your very last step is going to be to actually plug in that x. So it's the same, but it is a little bit different, okay? So it's still going to be 2 times the small equals the big. Okay, and so which one is our small one? X plus 14. So you got 2 times x plus 14 equals our big one, which is x plus 19. Okay, we need to distribute. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 14 is going to be 28. And then on the other side, I still got x plus 19. Okay, all of our letters need to go to the left. The numbers need to go to the right. So over here, you're going to say minus 28, minus 28. Okay, so these cancel. And then we're going to have to move this x. So minus x, minus x. Okay, so 2 minus x is going to be 1x equals, and 19 minus 28 is going to be negative 9. Okay, and then you got to divide by 1 on both sides. X equals negative 9. Now, on the last problems, you stopped there, which is great. If you get that far, like, cool. Okay, but it actually wants you to find the segment. I want you to find JL. Okay, I want you to find what the segment is. Okay, and so we know that JL is x plus 19, and so you're going to plug that in. So you got x plus 19 is JL, and so we know that x is negative 9, so you're going to put that there, negative 9 plus 19, and see what you get. Well, negative 9 plus 19 is going to be 10, so we know that JL is 10, and I just want you to think, if JL is 10, what is going to be the smaller one? Okay, well, the smaller one is going to be 5. Sorry. It's going to be 5.